Taxi driver killed before getting chance to reunite with son. Well-known taxi driver Richard Nemard was looking forward to reuniting with his son from overseas, who he had not seen in about 3 years, but was robbed of the opportunity after gunmen shot and killed him inside his car. The father of 3 had planned to pick up his son from the Norman Manor International Airport in Kingston on Emancipation Day. The 56-year-old transport vehicle operator who plied the Whitehall Avenue route was shot multiple times near the intersection of Mannings Hill Road and Cassava Peace in Kingston. An official release from the Constabulary Communications Unit stated that the shooting occurred at 4:40 a.m. and that Nemard was rushed to the Kingston Public Hospital where he was pronounced dead. Onlookers near the scene said he was shot while driving and lost control of the vehicle and crashed into another vehicle that was parked at Midway Mall Plaza before slamming into the entrance door of a fast food premises. When reporters visited the scene, a falling stop sign and a boarded up section of the fast food premises were evidence of the deadly attack. The victim's spouse, Sharon Alexander, who was obviously distraught, said she was home when she got the terrible news. Me hear a car blow first, then me say, wait, how that car dey sound like it's so much noise outside? So me no pay it no mind, because nobody now call me. So me go lay down back. Then me see me phone ring, and Bunky say, Sharon, you hear what happen? Him say, them just shot Richie and Mannings Hill Road. And me say, what? And sit down. Then me hear a next guy come, and say, Sharon, them just shoot up Ricky and Mannings Hill Road, and him dead. She recalled as she sat outside her home. The woman who lived next door to her partner and father of her son said she immediately grabbed her granddaughter and ran to the scene where she saw Nemard slumped over his car with injuries to his dress. She said it was Nemard's usual practice to start his day at 4 a.m. According to Alexander, he was excited about seeing his son and had spent Wednesday afternoon cleaning his car in anticipation. He was there cleaning and shining down the car. At one point, I asked him if he is going to rub off the color, she stated. Alexander said Nemard's son had also promised to take him to Dream Weekend and that he had agreed to go. A young man from the community who gave his name as Kevin was in tears as he spoke about Nemard, who he described as a father figure. He said the taxi driver's murder has rocked the entire community and that all the youths in the area were saddened as Nemard was an elder they respected. He said that often when he did not have food to eat on Sunday, it was Nemard who would come to his aid and bring him food. Him is a good man. Them Monday, we still out in them bed and we call ambulance, Kevin said as a tear trickled down his face. Joy Williams, who was also reduced to tears when she heard the sad news about her childhood friend, said that they last saw each other on Wednesday wiping down the car and had observed a black shade over him but did not think too much of it at the time. I'm only sorry, say me never cancel it, she said. In the meantime, Williams said she was hoping that his killers would be found and brought to justice. People don't talk about their problems anymore. What kind of satisfaction you get from killing, she asked. None of them, however, knew of any reason Nemard would be the target. The incident is being investigated by the Constantine police, who theorize that it might be a reprisal killing for another person who was killed a day before in the Whitehall Avenue community. $2 million fine if JPS misses deadline. With more than 20,000 customers still without electricity following the passage of Hurricane Beryl a month ago, the Jamaica Public Service is facing a $2 million fine if it fails to meet the 100% restoration target set by August 12. In a terse response to directives from the Office of the Utilities Regulation or its regulatory body, the power company said it had set itself that deadline and has been working towards it. We are employing our best measures to ensure that we meet the timeline we set, the company said in an email response to reporters following the OR instruction. In a statement on Friday, the OR said given that JPS has missed previous established timelines, its directives, which took effect on July 31, requires that the company complies with the latest restoration dates it has given. It said failure to comply with the directive within the time specified will render JPS liable to Enforcement Act pursuant of Section 9 of the Office of Utilities Regulations Act. Section 9(1) of the Act says where it appears to the OR that a license or organization is not fulfilling its obligations under its license and enabling instruction, the OR may, by memorandum in writing to the license or organization, require the licensee or organization within the time specified in that memorandum to take the remedial measures as may be so specified. Any licensee or organization according to Section 9(2) which fails to comply with the requirements of the memorandum is guilty of an offense and liable on summary conviction before a resident magistrate to fine not exceeding 2 million. On conviction, the court may fix a reasonable period for the date of conviction for the compliance by the licensee or the organization with the requirements of the memorandum. If the court is satisfied that the party has duly complied within the said period, the fine is not payable. The OR has directed that JPS repair its damaged network infrastructure and achieve 100% restoration of electricity to consumers throughout the island, subject to the inaccessibility issues faced in the areas specified as exception by August 12. We have conveyed to the JPS that in all our engagements that we expect that it will exercise all diligence to expedite restoration. At least our last meeting with JPS on Monday, it assured us that all service would be fully restored by August 12 in the most critical damaged areas, or Director General Hewitt stated. Plans for advance to fill vacancies in schools. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education and Youth, Dr. Kisanthrope, has informed the ministry is for advance in its plan to recruit overseas teachers to fill vacancies in the school system for the upcoming school year. She made the disclosure during a post-cabinet press briefing held recently at Jamaica House. We have a number of international organizations that have been in Jamaica recruiting, but interestingly, as we are trying to put our response together for this year, we have been addressed by other countries. Actually, they came to us indicating that Jamaica is a lovely place, they have an oversupply of teachers, and they would want their teachers to have the opportunity to serve in Jamaica, she said. The Permanent Secretary informed that the ministry did its research and has found that other countries and international organizations have also recruited from these spaces. She pointed out that the ambassadors for the Philippines and Ghana have so far met with personnel from the ministry. The ambassador from Ghana has indicated that a team will be in Jamaica in the week of the 11th of August to finalize conversations with us as to access to their teachers in Ghana. What is interesting with this discussion is that they are interested in working for the same emoluments as we offer our teachers in Jamaica, nothing more, she noted. In some instances, we're getting a number of volunteers who have also expressed some interest in being deployed to assist with our shortage that we have right here in Jamaica and predominantly in areas of mathematics and the sciences, she added. She also informed that 75 persons under the Cuban program will be returning to Jamaica to start upcoming school year. In addition to that, we have national, some 15 other countries right here in Jamaica, so that's about 90 persons already serving in our education system, and a number of those persons were recruited through schools with the ministry's blessing. So those persons are already deployed, and they are from the United States of America, the Philippines, Nigeria, India, and a number of other countries, she further stated. Meanwhile, she said the recruitment of overseas teachers is a way to provide options to school boards to hire teachers. As for the education regulation, the recruitment is really the remit of our boards of management. Our responsibility as a ministry is to provide options for our principals. Our chief executive officer did a survey trying to solicit or to obtain the interest of our principals and school boards in utilizing this opportunity, and I must say, we have got tremendous response from our school principals, and we use the data to have the conversation with our international partners, she added. She stated that while the ministry is not forcing any school, our schools must have option, and they try to make these things right for their staff members that they are in place for the new academic year. So we are advanced, and we are grateful for the opportunity to have other persons to see what we have to offer as a country and try to access that as we advance the education mission, she stated. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.